UFC lightweight contender and former Bellator champion, Iron Michael Chandler. He said when he signed with the UFC, Daniel, he was not here for a long time, but a good time. And been a darn good time thus far seeing Michael Chandler compete the big show.
It's been a good time for us. I don't understand how he's having fun when he's involved in those types of fights. But this guy's an absolute beast. I mean, he is a forward pressure, face-first fighter, and those are always the ones that we enjoy. Michael Chandler has the ability to just take it out, but he would prefer to punch you in the face. Let's see how many he goes. Let's see how many he can land tonight as he steps to the octagon.
And Plus Athlete doesn't even begin to describe it. Let's see how it goes for Michael Chandler in another big spot tonight. Iron Michael Chandler steps inside the octagon. He looks ready to go. Scousers don't get knocked out, and that has been the case for Paddy Pimblett, at least to this point in his UFC career. Outstanding pedigree coming in, and he's got another big fight in front of him tonight, DC.
And he's going to continue to get big fights, because when you have that thing, when you have that it factor about you, people want to tune in. That is what Paddy Pimblett has in spades. But not only can he fight, but not only can he draw people in, the guy can fight. He's a tremendous grappler, and he has confidence like not many guys that we've seen at such a young age in their career.
And don't let the out-of-camp body composition fool you, because this man has a work ethic that rivals anybody in this division. Huge spot for Paddy Pimblett tonight. And now our tail of the tape for this lightweight fight. All right, now for the particulars, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Iron Michael Chandler. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Paddy Pimblett.
Herb Dean is your referee. He's the third man in the octagon tonight. All right, so here he is, Paddy the Baddie Pimblett. You wonder if he could sell out this arena by himself. A lot of these people are here to see him here tonight, and he has been off to the races in the UFC thus far. Began his career with a couple of wins, both of them producing finishes and bonuses, but now there's an uptick in competition. Now the stylistic challenges get stiffer, and as humbly as Paddy could say it, my game is ready. I have not been resting on my laurels. I've been going to Justin Flores and training my...
Great timing on that double leg.
Close guard.
Great shot on top by Chandler.
Another ground and pound strike gets home. Fighter trying to pass here, ooh, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
Ooh, that looks tight.
Looks like it's getting tight.
Ooh, you better tap or that thing's gonna snap.
He's got it isolated.
Oh, the submission defense holds up, he gets out.
He said that he was ready for everything that would be thrown at him. In that position, he showed that and proved it.
Paddy Pimblett getting work from the top here. He's got to do a better job to cover up. All right, so he can't get it here. Again, good awareness by the defensive fighter.
That was nice.
Chandler's pass attempt denied. Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job. Moving his head on the ground here, avoiding a lot of these big shots. Chandler's got him stacked up here, wow. Just over 3 minutes to go in our first round. Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard.
All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys will start throwing up legs, chasing triangle.
Can't get it. Good awareness by the defensive fighter. All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. Well, this is some serious pressure from the top by Pimblett. Print the shirts, ground and pound.
And another one. Another strike from the top lands for him. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Pimblett's right back to the full mount here. Ground and pound strike there now.
Great defense by this fighter.
Under 2 minutes to go.
Work on this position.
Oh, outstanding combination of ground and pound punches here. Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top. Oh, he's got his back. Pimblett's really pressing the issue now, and he's got his opponent's belly flat on the mat. Really maximizing his shots here on the ground. Another ground and outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not, oh, arm triangle attempt now. Ooh, arm triangle's in tight.
It's getting in very tight.
Well, he's in a compromising spot here, DC. You got to figure out a way to get back to your feet. Good work from the top here by Paddy Pimblett. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position. Using a lot of good movement.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Pimblett. Final seconds here. Oh, that's how you do it. Postures up and lands to the head. Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
Oh, he's exhausted. He's been beaten.
Round 2 straight ahead.
Now, this round, I want you to get that submission. You're getting close, but you're giving up position. You're giving up some space before you're attacking. I want you to look for it.
All right, let's get you some pictures from that previous round, DC. A lot of good work with the ground and pound strike.
Yeah, he was able to control posture, get himself postured up, land big ground and pound as he ended the round. What a great finish to a fantastic round.
You ready to fight? You ready?
All right, here we go with round 2. All right, DC, here we go with our next round. And how about the ground and pound skills in the previous round? His opponent better make some adjustments. Strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes. He passed the half guard. Oh, right into mount. This is where he wants to be.
Well, doing his able best to avoid the ground and pound here. Nice job by Chandler. All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you controlling the underhook on the far side. If you give up that underhook, your opponent can use the half guard to build up to an elbow, sweep, or just chase down a single leg.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these situations. Certainly effective tonight.
Many people have gone away from this style of fighting. This man has embraced it, and you are seeing why he's one of the best that we've seen do it in a long time. Beautiful ground and pound, and now he's got his opponent cut.
Right back.
Pimblett's able to transition back to side control now.
The belly.
Big shots landed by him now. Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, Jonathan, he just gets up.
Under 3 minutes here to go, round 2. Well, this is exactly what you like to see. Nice combination of ground and pound punches. Outstanding pressure and activity by Pimblett.
He goes back to the well and lands another strike from the top. And now you can see the swelling.
Fighters inverted now. Well, the ground and pound strikes to the body keep on coming. You gotta start to minimize the damage. Good work here by Paddy Pimblett.
Gotta be careful here.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Oh man, how much can one man take right on that already swelled area? Might need to call in the doctor here soon. Pimblett's back in side control.
Nice. And look at him attacking the arm triangle on the other side. He's gonna lock him down, try to pass all the way across his body. Once he gets across, he will start to drop his chest to the mat and chase the finish. In the half guard.
90 seconds now to go in round 2. Pimblett's back in full mount.
Yep, gotta be very careful there.
Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head like through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut.
Pimblett's in half guard. Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in. Nice work here off the bottom as he delivers a nice elbow. Oh, he escapes.
He got out. I mean, wow, that is great submission defense.
Chandler's eye is essentially swollen shut at this point in time.
Armbar. What a tight armbar.
Oh, so how about that? The offensive fighter bails on the submission now.
Very smart. You got to keep position over submission.
All right, we'll see how he chooses to defend here. Big power shots landing. Seconds winding down in round 2. Pimblett's in half guard now. Round 3 next. All right, there's the horn signifying the end of the round, and the doctor's not going to let you continue as a one-eyed fighter. You all can see the swelling around his eye. It is awesome, and I'm not sure how much longer he can stay in this fight.
I want you to close the distance and get in the clinch where you can.
All right, as they attend to the damaged fighter, we will re-rack some replays for you. A lot of damaging strikes landed by the opposition in that previous round.
Well, him just not really paying attention on the defensive side has made his opponent look like an absolute world beater. He's a good fighter, but he has never looked this good, and that is partly because his opponent is not defending.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Well, you know the book on this guy, very cerebral and tactical on the feet, and there is that inside leg kick.
Just a quick switch to the hips, and boom, inside leg kick.
Pimblett gets the Single leg takedown. Oh, nice job by him there to move into half guard. Not much resistance from the bottom fighter.
He's just too good in this position. Look for ground and pound immediately.
Side control now.
I need more elbows from the top.
Now he's going full mount.
Relentless pressure from the top by Pimblett.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Pimblett's back in full mount. The ground strikes continue to pile up.
Oh, he's attacking choke now.
Oh, looks like he's got that arm pinned in the triangle now. All right, so he lets go of the submission now.
He let go because he saw that he was going to lose his position. You got to maintain dominant position when you're in a fight.
Well, as many expected, his grappling has been very strong thus far. The takedowns, the ground control, he is truly the total package.
It's one thing to take your opponent down. It's one thing to control him, as we have seen him do over the course of this fight.
Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll. Pimblett's right back to the full mount.
He's got to be careful here.
3 minutes to go.
In the half guard.
Pimblett's able to make a nice transition there back into side control.
Oh, this is where you don't want to be, though. Great submission defense on display tonight.
His work. His work.
Oh.
Keep sticking that jab out there.
And busy as he looks to improve position here. Working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. Pimblett's in half guard. Nice strike from the bottom fighter there. Pimblett's back in side control here. Less than 2 minutes to go in round 3.
Great submission defense. Great job landing from the top position.
Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through. Pimblett going to work here from guard. Nice combination there. Everything he throws is with fight-ending intentions. Not there yet, but might get the submission here shortly. Pimblett, ground and pound from half guard now. Let's see if he can do some damage.
Getting him out here. Look at that. Recognize he's about to lose position.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Pimblett. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks. Nice defense. Oh, he puts his knee on belly.
All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. Oh, the ground and pound is there. Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas. Under 30 seconds. Oh, big elbow. All right, dominant position here. He's got the full mount. A lot of different ways he can go here. Maybe try to find an arm bar or just get the ground and pound.
He can attack submissions, but those submissions will present themselves once he is landing that brutal ground and pound he is known for. Because then his opponent will start to get a little bit desperate to get out from under him, which will then in turn leave arms dangling, or he'll turn to his knees and get choked out.
Heading back to the corner now after that round. Chandler's eye is really in rough shape at this point in time. Completely swollen shut. We'll see if the cut man can do anything about it, but I would not be surprised to see the doctor stop the fight here between rounds. All right, well, 1 minute of end swell can only do so much. Let us look back at some of the damaging strikes in that previous round.
It doesn't seem like it's going to do much, and if it does, he can't take any more of these shots. He was too stationary. He took everything square on the target. He's got to move his head, and he's got to be proactive instead of reactive in terms of his defense.
All right, here's round 4, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds.
This might be the biggest shot of this entire fight. He landed a massive.
Man, this is wild. These guys are both throwing everything with fight-ending intentions. Nice punch there by Chandler. So pretty good recovery by the opponent after getting stunned pretty good. Gotta capitalize on those opportunities.
I mean, you can't waste these opportunities. You don't get them as often as you'd like. So when you get a guy hurt, you gotta find a way. Oh, he has to evade, stay at space.
Well, now that cut in the eye area, Daniel, becoming a major break in the action here. No surprise to see if the ref is going to get the doctor to look at that eye that is nearly shut at this point.
Yeah, it's swelling bad, but he seems to still want to be out there.
Yeah, and that'll do it. Kind of got to be able to see the opponent if you're going to fight in mixed martial arts, and that eye is essentially closed, so that marks the end of the fight. All right, so this one goes into the books as a TKO via doctor stoppage, and Daniel, we will re-rack some of the replays here. A lot of damage sustained and a lot of swelling in that facial area.
You know, his toughness should never be questioned after watching this. Every time he got hit on that swollen part, you knew the pain that he must have felt. But hats off to his opponent for causing this damage and making sure he kept going to that area in order to get this fight stopped.
And here once more, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, the doctor has called a stop to this fight, declaring the winner by TKO, Paddy, the Paddy Pimblett.
What a moment for this young athlete. He is an absolute wizard on the ground, and despite the wrestling credentials on the other side, totally undeterred in trying to get this fight to the mat tonight.